Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Good people. I hope I find you well. Kwakadini kwamuri mese matimana enyika. Right. I'm actually in Zimbabwe at the moment. Some people know that my daughter we were having a wedding over the weekend. One of my daughters got married. Good. Thank God for that. Let's move on. Right. The issue I want to bring before people. I want to try. You cannot help people. But I think, let me try and advise those who are advisable, right? Or those who take advice. Most of the time, don't rush to say things that you don't know. And also don't rush to spread lies. You know what? Lies are acidic. They actually destroy relationships. And at the very same time, they distorted stories. They end up complicating matters. If that can be understood by many people. Malcolm Masarire was arrested. We all know that Traore. I broke the news. Reason I broke it, I got to hear about it in the morning, and I was going to be on the flight round about 30 minutes before he was arrested, and I was just leaving the UK then. I could not do the live at the airport, but I notified certain people that, I'm well informed Malcolm has been arrested. They've managed to get hold of him. I gave certain people information pertaining to what had happened, and then I proceeded. So you will see there's one video that you will hear as if it's a live video, but the background was different. I actually managed to get some people to do that for me, because the background I made the video from, you could hear that it was cracking. Nevertheless, let's go right straight into the issue. I'm actually here. I personally saw Malcolm. He doesn't know me. He has never met me in person. I personally saw Malcolm with my own eyes. I personally saw him. I was putting on caps and everything. So definitely the way I was dressed, you won't know who I am. I can assure you Malcolm is safe and sound. There's nothing that has been done to him. Get my words. There's nothing that has been done to him. The issue that's there, they are still waiting for what we call the charge case. Until he is charged, that's when I will recommend people to start to comment. As of now, don't say things that are not correct. Msataure kwa msina kuskwera. Issue iripo that I'm told, which I think I can tell people, it's because number one, you know, the illegal gathering that was planned by Comrade Blessed Runesugeza did not have police applications and approval. Remember, I spoke about it, that if you want to do your thing, make sure that you have gone to the police and sought for clearance for you to make sure that you can do your gathering. People just chastise people did. You know, we have got people basic things and all that stuff. I'm listening to all this and I'm like, but this is it. If you ask people who understand law, they will tell you that regardless, if there's law in position, make sure you put through your application, whether it's turned down or not. You would much rather have an application active, not answered, or an application put through and rejected, which you might appeal on and then maybe continue with your own thing. At least you've got somewhere to rest upon, to say, right, because manonoka kutipindura, because makatirambiza tambo kunyorerai. But that was not implemented. That was error number one. There could be the very same people that you want to oppose, but follow the instructions, follow the law. There's no one who's above the law. So that was error number one. So that one was said to be an illegal gathering or an illegal demonstration. Demonstration hairambidzwe, right? At least kana marambirwa, you hold on to the evidence that we wrote. We did put through an application which you rejected, and we have proceeded to do that because we felt A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's what you do in life, rather than you not following the proper procedures. So the matter number one of calling for an illegal gathering and spearheading it, like what Anna Malcolm were doing, that's error number one. Error number two could also be coming, from what I'm told, from individuals who felt that Malcolm crossed the red line by taking things personal. You know, drugs, you're castigating drugs, yet you are the ones who are pushing drugs. Evidence is going to be claimed if one such person puts through such a claim. So it starts to complicate things. Politics, the goats, you know, you've got to respect those women. I've never in my life heard Advocate Nelson Chamisa achituka president. All I know they've got their differences. And they are all heading different political parties. But there's what we call respect. As much as they are not reading from the same page or presenting as much as they are representing different ideas in different political parties, there's this human respect that they offer each other. That's what you tend not to get with people who just make noise. If I'm told, if those people place charges, it can also stop Malcolm from being allowed to cross out. The other issue is they are also looking at how he got entry into Zimbabwe. It is very important that they look into that. They want to see the passport that he used, number one. Number two, how he managed to cross the borders. If ever he crossed the borders the right way, then there's got to be a proper stamp in his passport. If not, they want to know how he managed to cross from South Africa right into Zimbabwe. All that is going to be looked into, meaning to say they are now going to establish the area of operation. Was he actually operating from South Africa or was he actually operating from Mutare? Because basically Malcolm is from Mutare, in case you didn't know that. Before the March. So all of that is being established. Henceforth, as of now, you're not hearing anything. There's no charge that's placed as of now. But he was just a man being sought. For that, they've got the reason to arrest him. It's not for them to announce the reason for the arrest. Those are what I call social media stunts. But the truth of the matter is, I advise that people keep quiet until the right things are done. I'll be updating you, and I want to believe I'm going to have to go there personally, see him in person, way from his side. The good thing about it is every person that used to communicate with Malcolm, you have got to know that all the communication is within the phones. So, there are also people that were pushing for other motives. Remember, you surrender your mobile phone. And because you have surrendered your mobile phone to police or to whoever might have been within the government ranks, they've got access to every detail pertaining your phone. Because people who were pushing and enticing people who were connected to Malcolm, just like what happened with Nyoka Mabunu, the system now gets to know who is who in the Tehran. So most of the time, take lessons from now. Musango manya kungotumira zvinhu nekungoconnecta nevanhu muchingotaura zvisina basa. You actually practically endanger yourselves. So vane mafoni a Malcolm, they are actually in charge of what's happening on that WhatsApp group. They are actually monitoring who communicated with whom and for what reason, for what intentions. varipo vamwe vaicommunicata naye vanenge isusu taitotaura kuti right, we're actually advising him the dangers of what he is doing, what assurance he needs from the people that he's representing, if he feels that he wants to go the way he wants to go. Remember, Malcolm was never from the former opposition. He is from within ZANU-PF. To those that don't know, Malcolm is from Mutare. He had a position in ZANU-PF before he became excommunicated member of the ZANU-PF. Henceforth, you see, every time he was pushing for whatever agenda, he was pushing it, he was trying to push it from within ZANU-PF. So he's not a person who was not known within ZANU-PF. He is a person who was well known within ZANU-PF. Right. So as we stand right now, there's some people, I've got to inform you that your messages are caught. It means to say you also now need to watch out. I'm not instilling fear on you, and I'm forewarning you so that you take lessons from the right from such situations. You don't want also to be a person of interest system. Government has got a system. We cannot hide that. Government has got a system, and the role of the system is to make sure that they protect the nation of Zimbabwe, regardless of what you think it is their role. So Malcolm being in the hands of the people who are representing the government, the people that arrested him, whether they be police, whether they be CIOs, whether they be CIDs, nobody knows. All I can tell you is they are members of the force of Zimbabwe, and what they are doing is duly right for them to make sure that they are applying the law where it needs to be applied. So as of now, we will continue to wait and see, but chances are, I will make sure that I will try and see Malcolm Timbons go to Jakafamba say, don't spread rumors. Let's get it from the horse's mouth. Let's bring verified information. Don't listen to anybody. Other people are trying to bring in Malcolm's sister to try. Yeah, Malcolm's sister knows this. Don't even bring Malcolm's sister and family into it. This matter is only but for Malcolm. Make sure that everyone else is at peace. Other people are trying to say, to bring out names of people that betrayed him. Listen, it's on a hearsay. You are just trying to fabricate issues. The person who people are saying actually revealed the number plate of the vehicle. How did you get to know about it? Unaona panotangira kunyepa. Unongona kuti une mweya wekunyepa uri mauri, because you are trying to spread rumors of what you don't know. Until and unless the horse speaks through its own mouth, that's when you can say, right, now I've got verified information. As of now, disregard everything that you have heard. Last I saw of him, he was in peace. The last I saw, obvious shaken because he are caught, but he was looking good, meaning to say that nothing had been done to him, be it physically or what. But for now, let's learn to keep quiet. I'll be updating you. I'm here in Zimbabwe until very soon when I'll be coming back to the UK. I want to make sure that Malcolm dainzwa ndega nemuromo wangu, and I will come to present it to you. As of now, enjoy your life wherever you are and have a